Do I think there is any reason to run the Quint version? So the main differences between this version and the Quintorius version, which I will be playing the showcase winning Quintorius list later today, is the Quintorius version is like a half a turn slower because you're trying to combo with a 5 mana card versus a 4 mana card, but it's not weak to Fatal Push. So this deck is weak to Fatal Push because if you cast Geological Appraiser on an empty board, then they just respond to your first clone and then kill your Appraiser, and then, you're kind of fucked. So, I don't know. I tend to favor this version because it's more explosive. Like, you have the Opuses and the Outburst to be able to just turn 3 combo people, and the Quintorius version doesn't have the ability to turn 3 combo. So I think at this current juncture, because we are in kind of this weird spot right now where there's a lot of Cascade mirrors, I think I'd prefer to be on the Cascade deck that kills a turn earlier, right? Now, I mean, I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know if the reason that this deck has, been doing so well and dominating leagues is because people just aren't prepared for it yet. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Right. The other upside to the Quintorius version is like your failsafe is just playing a Planeswalker that's relatively good, and that's like a decent plan B in and of itself. Whereas if you look at the way this deck is constructed, this specific version doesn't really have a solid plan B. I'm trying out Torrential Gearhulk in the sideboard specifically for that reason, to like have ways to beat hate cards in the postboard games and just like play a quote-unquote normal game of Magic where you just like, cycle this, Gearhulk, back Opus, and maybe that's good enough. So I'm trying out Torrential Gearhulk to see if that kind of solves any of the issues. But yeah, I don't know. I tend to prefer this version because I think it's more explosive, but we will play the Quintorius version a little bit more. We're gonna play that. We're gonna play the showcase winning version of Quintorius. But for those of you who don't know, let me just pull this up here. The Pioneer Showcase Challenge. The finals. The finals was Quintorius combo versus Geological Appraiser combo. So, arguably the most high-profile Pioneer event that we've had since the release of Lost Caverns of Ixalan, it was a combo mirror in the finals. So, we'll have to see how things shake out from here, but... alright, I mean, okay. What do you want me to say? Yeah, it's the old debate. Is Lurrus better than the 15th sideboard card in Burn? Might be. I don't think I need more of those. I got plenty of those. Yeah, the Hippo Mind Games. Just put them on skates. Elf? Oh, Greasefang. Greasefang. My hand is weak to Thoughtseize. Although, I guess I have the Turtle, so I'm a little less weak to Thoughtseize. Elected Brutality, yeah, that's not good enough. Good game. Do you think they just concede now? Which one do you want to take? It's a tough decision. What's up, Torborg? Yeah, leave the poor turn 4 kill deck alone. Not fast enough. This is a turn 3 format. Try again next time. Doomwake wins. Good deck. I wonder how fast this league is going to be. I'm surprised I've played no mirrors yet. I played so many mirrors yesterday. Yeah, turn 2 format. Updated State of Pioneer. I feel like this deck versus Amalia is going to involve a lot of stare. Yeah, that's fair. That is correct, Sauce. If I hit all 4 evolutions, it's not deterministic. That's the only way you can brick. So maybe they should have, let me do it out. But Respiring Mike, thank you for the 10-month resub. Welcome back. Yeah, I played a league with this deck last night, and I played against 4 Cascade decks out of 5 rounds. Well, see, the thing is, in that scenario, Sauce, if you hit 4 evolutions, all 4 evolutions, the only thing you have in play is 1/7/6. And I think Greasefang can probably beat a 7/6. Because you have to go Appraiser, sack Appraiser, Dino, sack Dino, Dino, sack Dino, Dino, and you don't ever get more stuff in play. So if you hit 4 evolutions, the only thing you end on is 176, which is, you know, not going to beat 99% of decks. This hand has no lands. I keep... Yeah, see, this is the downside to playing a bunch of tap lands. But, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. I do like the tap lands. You just need to have a good mix of tapped and untap lands. Oh, sure. I guess I would end on Ghalta, yeah. I would end on Ghalta. Doesn't the last dino go through all the clones? Only if you have them in your hand. If you hit all 4, then the last one hits an Appraiser. Evolution for Appraiser does nothing. Appraiser is only if you cast it. Assume I've never played this deck, and you give a quick rundown on how to play. Mulligan to Opus and this card. Just mulligan to these 2 cards. Well, Opus or, you know, the other version of it. There's actually no reason to cycle here, because I don't have an untap land for next turn. Like, if I go Shock, Cycle, draw Appraiser, I can't go off. Wait, I needed to keep the untap land. I'm an idiot. Yeah, why did I not keep the untap land? Because I can just... If I kept the untap land, I could just turtle this back in a turn, untap land, and go off. I don't know why I didn't keep the untap land. That was stupid. Okay. Well, draw an untap land? Never punished? Nope, always punished. Go. Okay, well, I should have won this game. Black-white. Rafine's Informant. They have no vehicles, though. Okay, still no vehicles. They only have 1 card in hand. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not good. Go to 10. Cycle this. Draw another Appraiser. Why would I ever get punished for anything that I do? Imagine ever getting punished. Imagine streamer ever getting punished. Yeah, classic Nazis bug. Dino. Cast. This is something else, huh? Alright, Evosec this. Is it lethal yet? I have 1 evolution left, so I can keep going. Voices wear it. Boop, boop. Boop. Deck. Savage Knuckleblade, thank you for the 7-month resub. Welcome back, buddy. Appreciate that. Alright, well, you know, it is what it is. I mean, like, what do you want from me, you know? Oh, wait, I don't have the Appraiser. Fuck, I thought I had an Appraiser. Ah, we'll just find it, that's fine. I definitely thought I had an Appraiser. I have to bottom that, I think. I only want to keep untap lands. Razor Verge Thicket. Ooh, Amalia combo? Whatever this matchup goes. Yeah, Cavern's also... Zero top, 1 bottom. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I'm just checking. Just checking. Cavern Dinosaur is the legal plan versus the unplayable blue-white control deck. I mean, even then, it's like, they can still just beat a single 7/6, right, Sauce? Like, you can uncounterable your Dino against them, but then they're just like, okay, I'll, you know, leyline binding your Dino or whatever. Like, I just don't think it's a good plan, regardless of what you do with it. Wraithmorn, thank you very, very much for the 5-month resub. Welcome back. That resolves. So I have to kill Amalia, right? Does it matter which one I kill? Let them combo and bounce Amalia. Oh, right. Yeah, they go to a shit ton of life, though. Can I beat them from... I mean, I guess my deck deals a lot of damage. I can... Like, how much life are they going to gain here? They're probably going to go to, like, 75. Man, I don't know. I just let them go to 75. I'm just gonna kill Amalia. I don't want them to go that high, I think. But I could. I'm just gonna kill it. I don't know if I should, but I would kill it. Mutter zero pressure. Yeah, I know. But does that, like, make you more likely to not let them do the combo? Yeah, do I let them go to 75? The updated state of Pioneer. Okay. We still have to find lands. Okay. Now I can double cycle. Did they put a card? What'd they reveal? They revealed Chord of Calling, which they kept on top. But they need Chord Plus, right? They can't kill me with just Chord. They need Chord plus, like, Third Scout. Or land Innkeeper Chord or something like that. They could just hold Chord. What are they chording for in response, though? Maybe they have, like, a main deck hate bear to get? What are they holding up Chord for? Yeah, but, like, that's assuming they have an Archon main deck. We're not 100%. We don't 100% know that. You know? Okay, they're only holding up Chord for 2. How about that, Tonber, huh? Do they have a 2-drop that beats me? Drannith Magistrate? Again, yeah, I don't know. Like, can I beat those cards? Ooh, you know what the heads-up play could be? I was going to say the heads-up play could be Bounce Scout end of turn, but they just chord in response for Drannith, right? So that doesn't actually beat Drannith. And I would still have to draw an untap land. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. Well, I'm saying if they chord for Amalia, they die. Like, if their only plan is chord for Amalia, they're dead this turn. You know what I mean? So they need to have some sort of hate piece to get for this. But if they don't, they're dead anyways. What's up, Snack Bar? Yeah, the Spirits matchup does seem kind of tough for the Quintorius deck. Alright, so this is where we find out if they have a hate bear game 1. Doesn't look like they do. They could be saving it. I don't know why they would save it, though. I should probably get the Ghalta, right? Yeah, I should get the Ghalta. Saving it for next game? Yeah. The Ghalta's just more power. And I get to put the turtle in play, which is nice. Get the, showcase the turtle off. Chord for Spore Frog. If only that was Pioneer legal. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? I mean, I am. I don't know. I'm having fun. Chad, are you having fun? I know Tonber's not having fun. I don't even need to ask Tonber. They did present turn 3 lethal on the play, but we had interaction, so, And our opponent did not have interaction for our kill. Yeah, I think the cantrip for Consign is good. I'm probably going to cut, well, I don't know if I want the 4th Consign. How do you give them haste? Doomskar Titan. You Eldritch Evolution, sack Appraisser to get Doomskar Titan. It's also fucking based because it has Doom in its name. Doomwake is playing the Doomskar Titan deck. It's very on brand, What if I draw Doomskar Titan? Then you can go Eldritch Evolution, sacrifice Trumpeting Carnosaur to get Ghalta, which puts Doomskar Titan onto the battlefield. There you go. I got an out for everything, alright. But Doom, what if I draw both? Skill issue. Yeah, it's a skill issue if you draw both. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, we're gonna play Quint a little bit later today, too. Yeah, the chances of that are the same. So the other way you can brick with this deck that I haven't, I've mentioned a couple of times, but on your Cascade, if you hit all 4 copies of Eldritch Evolution before you hit a single clone, you brick. Because you don't have any evolutions left to get the haster after that. I don't know if we have any, I don't know if we have any math wizards in chat that can do the math on how likely we are to hit 4 evolutions before hitting a single mimic, but if we got anybody that wants to do the math, I'm down for it. Keep this. Is this a putback Skyturtle angle? I think it is. Yes, you have to get I think you have to get insanely unlucky to brick. I'm gonna save the temple. Because my hand's rolled up, I don't need anything. I have turn 2 untap land interaction or removal spell, and then turn 3 untap land combo. So I don't know what I need to scry for, and I want to get more information, as to what they're doing before I decide on my temple. You know what's hilarious? In the mirror match, I actually think that Creative Outburst and Magma Opus are just the stone cold nuts in the mirror. So I played against the Quintorius version. And what ended up happening is we both kind of just stared at each other for like 11 turns. Neither player wanted to go for it because they were worried about the other player having interaction. And when you're playing a game where both players are staring at each other forever, just hard casting this in Opus is nuts. So like this might actually be the mirror breaker, weirdly enough. Ooh, maybe I should have killed their Amalia. I maybe should have killed this main phase. Because now they can just court in response. Shit. Now what? I definitely should have main phased it. That was stupid. Why did I not do that? Yeah. I mean, if I had just main phased it, then it would have been fine. Well, no, right? If I main phase removal spell, then I can't... Yeah, no, like, if I main phase removal spell, then I don't have 4 mana on turn 3, right? So, I'm just gonna go for this. Or, sorry, this. Yeah, remember, if I main phase removal spell, I don't have the 4th mana source here. It's actually, a pretty good draw, I think. Because now I can go double interactive spell, use the treasure, and then still have untap land for Appraiser next turn. That might be the best draw in the deck, just 2 mana piece of interaction. 1 in 70 chance of bricking if you want exactly the correct answer. Gotcha, okay. 1 in 70? Yeah, that's insanely low. I could see what they get first. Okay, so we're just going to kill the Amalia, right? Yeah, I'm just going to kill the Amalia. So pay 3, and then we can hold up the other removal spell. No Draenith? I mean, I have another removal spell. Oh, you're saying why didn't they get Draenith? They probably wanted to try and kill me. Last game, if they don't attack with Cenote, they can court for Archon. Oh, sure. Well, again, Tombra, you're assuming they have those cards in their main deck. We don't know that for a fact. You know what I mean? Like, what if they just don't play those cards in their main deck? You don't know that for a fact. Gearhulk was sort of my, weird concession to the control matchup. I don't know if it's actually good. And I'm thinking about it more. I wonder... So, there is something... I wonder... I was gonna say you could do, Cavern on Gearhulk, and then use that to slam Opus, but then they just, counter the Opus, and that doesn't even work, so... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have 4 Chandra Awakened Inferno for the control matchup. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's better than Thought Distortion, but in my experience, that has been by far the worst matchup. Just decks with counter spells. No, Cavern's not good, Mark, because again, I've said this before, but they let your 3/2 resolve, and they just counter the spell you cascade into. Cavern does nothing in this deck. It's pointless. There's almost no reason to play Cavern. Yeah, Cavern also messes with, casting this on curve, or cycling this on curve, so you don't want to... it just opens up too many, problems. Yeah, it's, a little bit better with Dino, but... They can probably answer your one dino, right? If that's all you have. Correct, Duncan. I can let this resolve. Yeah, this looks like closer to Dom's list. I don't think Coco's that bad. Okay, so we win. Yeah, because they can't court again. We win. Good game. I will pay 3 life. Yeah, you'd have to change the mana base for Thought Distortion for sure. So the current mana base that I'm playing does not support it, but I think there is a way that you could support it, you know. Just not what we're playing right now. Dragonlord Jamoka. Yeah, I thought about Jamoka. I don't know, is Jamoka even better than either Distortion or Chandra, though? I'm not sure that it is, right? Like, in what situations is Jamoka better than either of those cards? I gotta take a piss. Spirits and Phoenix. Yeah, because it does block very well against Spirits. I could buy that. How many evolutions do I have left? 2? Okay. We're Gucci. Yorion the Sky Nomad. I played against this person yesterday, and they were playing the Rona combo. I think that one's just worse than Turtle. M4RK. Yeah, I'm gonna God, this one's close. No, I'm actually gonna keep it. I think it's fine. Angu88, thank you very, very much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Doesn't have a combo piece, but it kind of has everything else, like Scry, plus removal, plus ramp. I think this hand's a keep, but I'm not positive. I'm just gonna kill their elf. Am I? Yeah, I think I just want to slow them down. Obviously, if I had Appraisser, I would just, do this turn. And I do get punished if I draw Appraisser next turn. But I think it's okay. Yeah, this is Rona combo, for sure. Kinda wish I had saved it. Okay, Scryland is not too bad. It's better than a different land this turn. Alright, really need to find an Appraiser. Good thing we slowed them down. Yeah. Yeah, I really wish I had saved the removal spell for the Kinnan. Just got mega punished. They had the nuts. Alright, I'm just gonna dismiss. I'm gonna see what they reveal in the game log. Box, Plaza, Helix, Tyvar, Rona. We're not dead this turn because they don't have they can't play Tyvar and Rona in the same turn. Right? They can go Mox, Tyvar, but they're only they only have 1 mana for Rona. So I don't think they can kill me this turn. They would have same mana anyway. No, if I had killed the Kinnan, they would not have been able to play Luca this turn, right? Oh no, I guess they would have. Unless they didn't have a land. Depends on whether or not they had a different land in their hand. Because obviously they hit the Plaza off the Atraxa and played it. But it's like not clear they didn't have another land to play. Okay, they're gonna smartly hold up Helix here. Because they know what we're up to. This matchup seems really tough. Yeah, more difficult when you also only draw lands. Good sideboard, down and dirty. I don't know what that one is. You're gonna have to do exclamation point card down and are we getting down and dirty? Yeah, that's the solution. Print grief into Pioneer. That's exactly what Pioneer needs. Just Pioneer scam. Yeah, it's gonna resolve. Single piece of interaction on a clock. I mean, if by clock you mean turn 3 7/7 flyer that drew them 5 cards, yeah, that's a pretty good clock. I would say that. I would say that's better than your average clock. Like, what do you want? What do you want? I think I have to do this and hope they don't have another Helix. We can still win this game. Okay. If they don't have a second Helix, we can win this game. Does this deck lose to Flame Sweep? Not if you cast a Dino. 3 mana, what is this? They have another Amber. What would them having another Amber do? They would still need second Helix, right? Just do it like a rotation. When MH3 comes out, MH2 becomes legal in Pioneer. People would love that. Oh, Boseiju Amber? Sure, I see what you're saying. Is that better than Otawara Rona? What's the difference? They play well. I guess they have more, technically have more Ronas than Ambers. Is what you think? Maybe. Yeah, I guess I can hold up the Otawara for Atraxa. That's fair. It does not look like they found another Retraction Helix off of this Atraxa. So we might get a turn. Fae of Wishes, Oath of Nissa, Plaza, Tyvar. So they can go Fae Helix, but they don't have the Rona in play nor enough mana to cast it. Unless they have a third Mox Amber, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7... 4... Yeah, third Amber would do it. I think third Amber would do it. They're thanking. Thanking and thonking. Do you think those people are still talking, Tonber? I think they've been silenced. Effectively silenced. Alright, there's Granted. Yep, Helix. Do you have an Amber? No, but they're just going to hold up Helix, which I also probably can't beat. Even if I draw the Dino. Yeah, alright, let's go to the next game. So... don't really know how I'm supposed to sideboard in this matchup. Like, is the counterspell good? They do have Karn, so being able to counter Karn seems kind of nice. Maybe just this. Is it better to have Skyturtle or Consign? I guess Consign can bounce stuff they get with Karn. Let's just try the counterspell on the play over the cantrip. Theory being I probably don't have time for the cantrip. Like, I'd much rather just mull to ramp spell plus Appraiser. But if I don't have a ramp spell and I have to, like, mull to 5, I think I'd rather have a cantrip. Or I think I'd rather have a counterspell than a cantrip, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just going to mulligan super aggressive. Alright, well, I'll keep this. So this hand needs another untapped land. So we just put back Mimic Appraiser. Oh no, we don't need an untapped land. I have Boseiju. Right, okay. Your deck doesn't play Thoughtseize, right? I don't think they do. Oh, this is a 5, right? Okay. So do this. Mimic on 1, your turn. Yeah, it does lose to a lot of stuff. The deck definitely does have some weaknesses for sure. But honestly, that's probably for the best. It's probably for the best that this deck has a pile of weaknesses, because you don't want decks like this being super good. They board in 2 Cs. Yeah, 80 cards, by the way. You know for a fact they have it. That does do it. That does do it. Because I don't have the mana. If I use the Skyturtle this turn, I can't ramp, so... This is just going to be ramp on 2, next turn, end step, bounce this, untap, cast this. Yeah, Flame Sweep would go pretty hard here. The problem with Flame Sweep is when you Cascade into it, and then it's not good. Yeah, we could also just draw a second Appraiser. I mean, I bottomed one, so that's very unlikely. But we could. Did I have this in my opening hand? No, I kept 3 lands, Outburst, Appraiser, right? Okay, so I was like, if I just bought him this and kept the second Appraiser, I still would have won this game. What do you think is the best sideboard card against this combo deck for black-red midrange? It's really tough. I was going to say some sort of cranial extraction effect like Necromentia, but sometimes when you're on the draw, Necromentia's not fast enough, so... I mean, I guess the best answer is probably just more discard spells. I top this. Yeah, Vortex is decent too. Vortex, Damping Sphere, those like permanent base take cards are good. Because those you can actually play on turn 2 on the draw. I think I'm keeping this. I don't know if that's right. But, like, if they hold up Helix next turn, I go end step, bounce this, untap land thing. They can bounce my Appraiser, but then my hand is Appraiser plus Dino with 5 mana sources. And if they replay this, they can only take 1, and then if I rip an untap land, then I'm good to go. Cage does stop Evolution, yes. Cage does not stop the Discover, but it does stop Eldritch Evolution, so it probably is good enough. Think permanent-based hate is kind of medium. Yeah, they have a lot of answers to it, but, like, you know, you're kind of limited in what you can actually do in Rakdos. Maybe your best bet is just that hope that you can buy a turn with Thoughtseize and just slam Necromentia on 3. That might be your best bet. If they cast Rona, they're just dead. Okay. Yeah, Bone Crusher stops the combo, too. Just like any removal spell, you know. Removal spells do also stop the combo, so keep that in mind. Green-blue. Okay. Do you have Mox Amber? No? We're just dead? Okay. I mean, you know that I have this. You know this is going to happen. I will, in fact, cast my cards. Okay. Cards successfully cast. Alright, so... Valky, huh? I wonder if I want more bounce spells for Valky than I do Mirrorshell Crabs. Let's do bounce spells. The joy this deck gives him. I'm, like, unreasonably happy when I play this deck. I love decks like this. I mean, back during, like, Cascade Valky... Back during the Cascade Valky format, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun playing that deck. I know that nobody else did, but I loved it. I thought that was dope. Neoform during Hogaak Summer? Yeah. Yeah, Valky was so based. It was a really, really good 2 weeks. That is what peak Modern looks like, I agree. Did I keep this? They mulled the 5. I think this hand's a keep. Put back Turtle. Keep both ramp spells. Turn 4 Dinosaur. Is turn 4 Dinosaur good enough? I mean, they mulled the 5. I think it is. What was the other one to mull? It didn't have a ramp spell. In general, I usually mulligan every single 7 that doesn't have a ramp spell. Oh, well, you know. Okay, go. Cool. Sick. 3 lands, Dino Appraiser Turtle. Yeah, but, like, again, no ramp spell, right? You can afford to take... like, the first mulligan is almost free with this deck. I think you can mulligan pretty aggressively with this deck, in my experience. It's not always the case, but I do think it's, like, it's pretty free in this deck. Because you just have so many ramp spells. In general, okay, here's kind of my theory, right? I would rather mulligan to 6 and have a 6-card hand that has a ramp spell and no Appraiser than keep a 7-card hand with Appraiser and no ramp spell. That's kind of the way that I look at it. Does that make sense? Sure. So they have Druid, which means they have access to blue mana. What are they doing with access to blue mana? They could have, like, Spell Pierce or something. I don't know if their deck usually plays Spell Pierce. Alright, we're gonna see if they're dead. What are the odds, chat? What are the odds? Is our opponent dead? think so. Okay, so I have 3 evolutions left still. Did they really have Spell Pierce? God, they debated me so hard. Oh my god, the debate. I can't handle it. The debate is real. Float blue mana concede. Oh man, my heart was racing there for a second. Alright, play first. I did in fact get debated. Yeah, I won the game, but they won the war. Is this hand good? It's turn 4 on the play. I think turn 4 on the play is good enough, right? It's close, John. I think it's close. Which is hilarious that this is close, but I think it's close. I'm gonna keep it, but I do think it's close. I can bottom a land. It's like, I do need an untapped land at some point in the next 3 turns, but bottoming and looking for an Appraiser is a much higher upside. Yeah, winning only on turn 4. This is supposed to be a turn 3 deck. I was lied to. Yeah, that's a good point, Gabba. They probably would just tap out. Unless they thought they just, like, maybe they thought they needed to just get super lucky, you know? Okay, land acquired. What's really nice about Dinosaur in this matchup is they can't axe it. So they need to have axe plus impulse in order to beat Dinosaur. Or they could have Spell Pierce. They can Spell Pierce your evolution, which they do usually have Spell Pierce game 1. And that's kind of why I think this matchup is so difficult. Because they just have, like, 4 impulse, 4 axe, 4 Spell Pierce. They just have infinite ways to stop your combo. So this matchup has been pretty rough. Yeah. See, they're going to have Spell Pierce here. Or they're just going to have, like, you know, Shock plus Axe. Although it's funny, if they Shock plus Axe this, then we could still hit exactly Appraiser. Because Appraiser would not be cloning this. Now they can kill it. Which it looks like that's what they're doing. They put a card on top. Never lucky. Fine. Your turn. Rude. Okay, we can maybe get there next turn. What do you think about Geological Appraiser for Beanstalk and Carnosaur for 5 mana Planeswalker deck? Geological Appraiser for Beanstalk and Carnosaur for 5 mana Planeswalker deck. I don't know what you mean by that, Daniel. Okay, big shreds. Untap land? I did have to specify, huh? Turtle good enough? It does regrowth. I don't know if that's good enough. It's basically a Carnosaur with Suspend 1. Right? But maybe, is that good enough? We're going to keep it. I don't know if it's good enough, but I'll try it. It may or may not be good enough. Just had 4 Endurance and solve the matchup, if only. Yeah, I mean, Treasure Cruise is a broken card. The card's busted. Yeah, thankfully they haven't found a Phoenix yet to give us, like, a big clock. Alright, I will go for my combo again. Do you have another response? Okay, well, now we beat a single removal spell. So that's good. We actually beat double removal spell. We still don't beat Spell Pierce, though. They can just Spell Pierce the evolution. I'm going to sack the Appraiser. Rather have this in play if they have Pierce, which they obviously do. Your turn. Three mana pieces. Maybe they tap out. Yeah, if they tap out, I can go Evolution Sack Dinosaur. Now we can play around Pierce too, which is nice. This would be like the first time I've ever hard cast Evolution. We did know they had Pierce, did we? How did we know they had Pierce? They didn't reveal it. That's not good. That is 7 damage. They have another Phoenix. We are dead to another Phoenix. Oh. I didn't realize they hit it off of the Free the Fae. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think I'm getting another turn. Well, that's only 8 damage. That is sufficient damage. You win the game. Yeah, this matchup has been really tough. I'm not going to sideboard, though. I am going to restart Moto. I'm lagging a lot. I've been noticing that this combo deck really makes Moto struggle. Really makes Moto struggle. How do we fix the Phoenix matchup, by the way? Like, every single one of their 1-mana cards just colds you. So I don't know how to fix the Phoenix matchup. Distortion? Is Distortion good against Phoenix? Maybe. We could try Distortion over Chandra. Yeah, right. I have Chandra in this version. I don't think Chandra's good enough against Phoenix. But yeah, Distortion might be. Because you just take all their Spell Pierces and Interaction. Okay. That's a good reason to play Distortion over Chandra then. I think Chandra's better against Control, but you're right. Distortion's probably much better against Phoenix. Yeah, but like, when do they not have a super reactive hand? Because if they don't have a super reactive hand, then they're just losing to your combo anyways, right? I just copied the same list from Goldfish. Say, Nick, you can find it. It's from Pascal Maynard. Narset's Reversal. Please, no. I mean, I don't give a shit about Narset's Reversal. My combo pieces are all creatures, right? I'm fine with Reversal. No, I didn't change anything. I just copied the same Pascal list. Yeah, in before they just unbanned Teferi to fix the Cascade Menace. Maybe this was their plan all along. They're like, you know what? We're just going to print these broken Cascade cards into Pioneer and just unban Teferi in December. It's their plan all along. Reversal hits Evolution. How does that work, by the way? If I Evolution and sack a thing, do they also have to sack a thing to their copy? Or no? So what ends up happening? Is their copy of Evolution gated by the creature that I sacrificed? How does that work? Okay, yeah, it is. Gotcha. Yep, okay. I see. We did Tabular. Yeah, we recorded a podcast. Episode should be out Wednesday for patrons. I think it's Wednesday for patrons and then Thursday for everybody else. I thought I clicked submit. What the fuck? I guess not. I'm like pretty sure that I clicked submit, but maybe because I restarted. This hand is not it. I mean, I don't love this hand, but I'm just gonna keep it. Right, sack is part of the cost, so they're copying the spell, they're not casting it, so they don't have to discard. Or, they don't have to sack, excuse me. No, I just need to hit my land drops with Dinosaur. Well, we win if we draw Appraiser. Well, that's not true, they could have Spell Pierce. Don't think there's a world I would cycle Dino here. I guess if they play Shredder, maybe. Can we unban Inverter yet? Inverter did nothing wrong. Ooh, I like this. Perfect. Alright, your turn. I mean, honestly, if I'm going to cast Carnosaur next turn, if they don't counter it and I hit Evolution, I'm not going to cast the Evolution. I'm just going to keep my 7/6. They may have Stroke, of course, but if they don't Disdainful Stroke and I hit Evolution, I'm going to choose not to cast Evolution. It's, like, pretty obvious they have Spell Pierce. That's what's nice about the combo, is you just, like, you get the choice, you know? Okay. I'm gonna top it. They're missing land drops, so I'm just going to keep topping those. If they keep missing land drops, they're never going to win this game. Alright, guess this. Guess this. Doomwake wins. Alright, game 3. Cool. Game 3, folks. Anyone know when the next BNR is? Yeah, I heard from Fire Shoes, probably the most reliable source on Twitter, was December 4th. That's what I heard. Why don't you play Chandra versus Phoenix? I don't think Chandra's very good. Like, if they just have a Ledger Shredder, they can easily pressure your Chandra. I don't think it's very good. If it was Thought Distortion, yes, I would bring it in. Sounds too bad, I think. Okay, I can keep this. Do I want to keep the Mimic? I don't think so. Not a lot of reason to. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really don't know what's going to happen. I would highly, highly doubt they're going to do anything before Atlanta. I just can't imagine they would do anything. It's not even clear that there's a problem, you know. This is basically day 1. And this deck does have bad matchups, and there are plenty of cards you can play against it too. We see you. We hear you. Buy booster packs. Yeah, no changes, buy our boosters. When do I get into Atlanta? I get into Atlanta on Thursday, I think. I think it's Thursday. Like Thursday early-ish. Like 2 or 3 p.m. local. Something like that. Do we jam? No, we don't jam here. Because we can play around Spell Pierce next turn. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, hashtag no changes. If you're playing a cool deck, you want to do a deck tech for coverage, Film Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know. I'll let you just, like, remind me on Friday or something, because I'll probably forget. But I'm down. No idea what I'm playing yet, obviously. But we'll see what happens. So casting Dino is worse if they have Counterspell, but this, I think, loses to more stuff, so I'm just going to cast the Dino. Yeah, if they Gust, I'll just top the Dino. Like, I don't even care. Disdainful Stroke. Alright, your turn. We can still Appraiser and hold up 2 for Pierce next turn. At 4 in hand. Not triggering Shredder, which is nice. At 15. Option is Temple Pass or Shock Appraiser to play around Pierce. I think I'm just going to Shock Appraiser. I don't want to get Spell Pierce, that's why I'm shocking. Again, I don't think this is likely to work, but... Okay. I was not playing around Mystical Dispute. It's my game of choice. I have no idea. What if I don't have a game of choice? Tonberg is so happy that I'm losing. I've never seen somebody happier. Ooh, is it time for the Chadcast? Chad, it might be time for the Chadcast. I got 2 green, I'm just saying. No, I should probably just regrowth my dinosaur. I probably should just regrowth my dinosaur, to be honest. I know that's not the fun line, but... Maybe they'll go for Hall for no reason. There's like 0 chance they go for Hall, right? What happened to our Karuga? I cut it. So, I was thinking about it more. I actually don't think it's right to Karuga, because you're just like telling your opponent that you're up to no good. And it just hasn't come up for me yet. This plays around a second Dispute, but I think this plays around Lightning Axe better, so I guess I'll do this. It's close. You've had Evo plus Karuga come up a few times. I have yet to be in a situation where Karuga's been relevant whatsoever. But, I mean. Alright, well, they drew 3 counterspells, so we died. Our opponent has drawn 3 counterspells, and we have lost. Alright, let's get another 4-1 prediction. I promise to not throw this one. How's that? Man, this hand needs an... Well, actually, no. This hand doesn't have a ramp spell. This is like Tapland City. Yeah, you could maybe just play both. Didn't we just play against this person in this last league? Yeah, they were playing Atarka Red. We just played against this person last league. Is this good enough against Atarka Red? Maybe? Yeah, I mean, on the play, I think it's good enough. Yeah, like, if this hand draws lands, we can just go interaction into turn 4 Appraiser. Yeah, it's no ramp, but, like, on the play, scry land, cantrip, removal spell, I think it's just good enough. God, if this was an untapped land, I would keep this. I don't think this is good enough. Yeah, don't think that one's good enough. Humano faces Kakazan. Uh-oh. That's not good. Have I tried Limited for this set yet? No, not yet. I've heard good things about the Limited format, though. I've heard that it's nice. You've heard it's bad? I'm gonna scry first. Uh-oh. Where's my untap land? Please. Not like this. I don't think so, Veneris. It does sound like a lot of fun, but I think it's probably too expensive for me to go. Alright. Never mind. Nothing ever mattered. What? It is time. It's time for Ghalta to shine. We love Ghalta. I mean, this is just lethal, right? What? I have another evolution. We can keep going. This is the hell we create. No changes against Mono Red, I think. It's expensive and it'll come from Brazil. Please come to Brazil. It does look like a really good time. It's like in May, right? I think it's around May, like mid-May. I should look into seeing how much it is, because it looks like a really good show. Oh, it's not till October? What was I thinking? I'm thinking of a different show then. I don't think this hand is fast enough against them. This hand needs a lot of help, but I'm gonna keep it. This is not the Pioneer I remember. If my girl and Geological Appraiser are both drowning and I can only save one, you can catch me at my girl's funeral revealing cards from the top of my deck until I reveal a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. Yeah. Best copy pasta, NA. That was a good draw step, by the way. I forgot to mention that. That was a good draw step. Geological Appraiser is Pot of Greed. No, it's like Graceful Charity. It's way better than Pot of Greed. Ooh, even drew a land that doesn't shock me? Fucking based. Alright, will they tap out, chat? Will our opponent decide to tap out on turn 3 of the game? Will they tap out? Okay, I mean, you know... Like, again, you could have just held this up. Why are they just tapping out? Like, I did this to you last time we played. Remember when they shocked me and put me to, like, 3 life? I literally already played this person. They know. I've done this to them 4 times already. Like, it's not new. It's the same stuff, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, mistakes were made this game. Mistakes may have been made. Yeah, there was nothing that could have been done this game. It's really, really unfortunate. Yeah, those are the people that complain the loudest. We have 2 evolutions left. Nothing could have been done, though. Nothing could have been done to avoid this. Okay, now this is lethal. Attack my minions! Minions, attack! Do I ever draw the hasty creature? So even if we draw the hasty creature, that's the point of playing the Ghalta, because we can also, if you draw the Doomskar Titan on your last evolution, you can just go evolution, sack, dino, get Ghalta. Ghalta put the hasty creature into play. So even if you draw the dino, you still have insurance against that. Now, if you draw both the dino and the Ghalta, I mean, skill issue. I don't know what to tell you. We're all about to dominate. I opened a Venser the Sojourner. I opened a Shardless Agent. That's kind of pog. Very fitting that we're playing the Pioneer Cascade deck and open a Shardless Agent, huh? Hostile Takeover. I mean, that's literally what we're doing to the Pioneer format, right? These seem like pretty bad chests, though. What deck did the Gearhulks come in for? The grindy matchups like Control and Rakdos.